If you are a W-2 worker or anyone that does not own their own business and makes an income, please, please, please listen to me. You only have this month to start your LLC today. Please, it is vital. You get a $10,000 tax credit. I think a lot of people get confused. There's a difference between a tax deduction and a tax credit, and we're going to go over that today. And I'm going to show you step by step how to open your new LLC to make sure you can take advantage of this. Would you not want a $10,000 tax return or an additional $10,000 on your tax return? You do not have to know which, you have to have somewhat of what your business is going to be. But it doesn't mean you're active, open, you have a store. No, you could be a dog walker, you could be an Uber driver, you could give advice, you could be a content creator. That's a business. You make YouTube videos. You just need to create your LLC and your certificate of good standing. And I'm going to show you how to do both of those. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. It helps tremendously as we're growing. I think it's like 90% of my audience is not subscribed. Please help your girl out. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to send a super thanks to show me some love, I'm not against taking money. I'm okay with that. A tax deduction reduces the income and helps you with your tax. So like if you have your gross revenue, do a tax deduction of travel and entertainment, car, rent. Those are all tax deductions, not credits. Tax credit is more straightforward and it's a 1-for-1 ratio. If you have a $5,000 tax credit, you get that full $5,000 tax credit versus a deduction. You might not be able to realize that full deduction on your taxes, or the government says, hey, no, you only get to count 30% of that, which is huge. And that's what we're going to go over today. And please comment below if you need any additional help and if you thought it was easy, but we're going to go over to the D-Money Batcave and I'm going to show you on the screen one by one what you do to start your new LLC. The other reason it's super important is because lenders start the time clock on when you start your LLC and when you opened your EIN. You want your business to be seasoned and you get better rates once you're over that 2-year mark. It doesn't matter if for this next year you've done nothing. Make sure you start your LLC and open a business banking account. You will not regret it. Now come, follow me. Come on.
An accountant or an attorney, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I have to put my CYA in here. I want to show everyone step by step how to start your new business. You can receive up to $10,000 when you start your new business. You please do this before the end of the year. What you do is, and here's the rule right here, you can deduct up to $5,000 of your startup costs and $5,000 of your organizational costs. Look into it, find out more information about it, but I'm going to show you how to get your EIN. So you have to get your federal EIN, and that's your SS4 EIN. Make sure that the website says .gov, because there's a lot of websites that will try to charge you for an EIN, and you can do it for free. So we're going to go down here, and you can tell I've been here before. See if this is the right one, because I've been to bad places before too. We want the one online because you can get it in 2 seconds. All right, we want to start, but in our case, we always pick LLC. An LLC can have 2 or more members. There's a lot, in Florida, there's only been one case that they've pierced an LLC that had 1 member. It is safer to have 2 members just in case anyone ever has any challenges. They can't come in and just take your bank account if you have a partner. You might want to have 2 members in there. You always have to think of the worst possible case that can happen and then backtrack. Of course, no one starts off thinking that anything's going to happen. I just find it safer if you have a 2-person LLC. Hit continue. How many members? You'd put your members in here. So if say there's 2. Your state, right? This, I want to start a new business. And you just follow it in. Here's your name. I'm one of the owners, and you just keep going to the next screen. So let's just go here. I don't want to give out too much information here. I have to put my social in here, so I can't go any further. And then you just follow the steps. It's really super easy. And you just pick that you want the EIN immediately. You'll get a PDF that day, that second. Make sure you download it, save it, because that is your social security number for your business. Now, the next thing you need to do is Secretary, if I could spell it, Secretary of State, start up. And I want to do Florida. That's what I'm familiar with. And I actually know the website's name. So, but you would research your Secretary of State business startup. I happen to know ours because we have a lot of LLCs. It's sunbiz.org for Florida. Now, every state is different. It matters what state you open up in because that's going to be what you owe in taxes. And if you're doing business in another state, you need to set up a foreign LLC in that state to stay compliant. But let's just focus on setting up the businesses because those are different discussions. But Florida doesn't have state tax. So Delaware, there's certain rules. New Mexico, that's a great place to start. You can go off the grid in New Mexico if you wanted to with your LLC. A lot of different things. You want to research what state you want to pick because it is important. This particular one, we're going to start a new business, and this is called your Certificate of Good Standing. And they'll shorten it called a COGS. You have to have your Certificate of Good Standing, and it has to be active. You know, Florida charges you each year to have your business. I know Ohio used to not charge you anything. So you look into that with your state because you have to make sure that this is active each year. And that's what I want to do. I want the LLC. And sometimes some of the states will make you have a registered agent, you know, pick a family member, you know, just be smart who you pick, because if you do get something in the mail, you're going to want to know that it came, right? I have read and I accept the terms, start a new file. This is important. You can backdate this. I mean, I believe you can backdate when you started your business, because the longer your business, the better, because lenders look at 2 years or more for funding. That's why I'm telling everyone, start your LLC today, even if you're not going to be active for a year. You want to start the time clock so when you're ready to start your new business, you can get funding and you're in over 2 years. You want seasoned companies. It will help you. Believe me, trust me. Okay, in here, this is all self-explanatory. You would go in and you'd put the date, your address. The big thing with our state is the managing member. That means the managing member is the CEO of the company. And you just come down here and you fill this in. The EIN is free. The Certificate of Good Standing, depending on your state, costs X amount. I think Florida's $149 to file. That's your only cost. If you get this done, see how easy this is? So you have your different members right here that you put in. Make sure whoever's the managing member, the head member is the managing member. And then you put whoever else is in the company and fill it out, pay, and boom, you're done. It's that easy. You can finish this in 20 minutes. You could have your business set up. Don't lose out on this money, please. You will get a tax credit, especially if you're a W-2 earner. Look at your federal number on there, how much you've given to the government. There's nothing wrong with starting your business. You don't have to be ready to start a business. Make sure down below you let me know what you saved and how much you got back. I would love to hear about it. And please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out tremendously as we're growing. Help your girl out. I absolutely adore you guys. Peace out.